A moment away from the campaign trail now, and the image, the struggling artist, is a common one, doing menial jobs to supplement a professional artistic career. And a new study released today by the Australia Council has found that little has changed. More than half of the country's professional artists earn less than $10,000 a year from their work. While the rest of the economy has seen rising incomes, the arts has not. And at least one economist warns it's coming at the cost of our cultural life. Rebecca Bailey reports.
For most professional dancers, the pursuit of performance and creativity is done for love, not money.
It's a pretty breadline. It's the minimum wage.
It's pretty lousy. You never quite know how you're going to get through, but you do.
Artists are doing it tough. It's not that they're all out there whinging, but it's a hard grind.
The Australia Council has released an economic snapshot of professional artists, based on the careers of 1,000 musicians, actors, dancers, writers and visual artists. Macquarie University's economics department finds that dancers, along with writers, are among those struggling the most, in a broader industry where only a few high flyers earn very much.
The average income for a fully professional artist is, from their creative work, less than $20,000 a year, and in fact more than half of them earn less than $10,000 a year from their creative work.
Sydney-based dance theatre company Force Majeure has been on the road for 3 months, taking its latest production, The Age I'm In, across the country. For the duration of this tour, the dancers not only work together, but live and travel together. They count themselves lucky. For a freelance artist, having 3 months stable employment is a rare gig.
Usually it'd be up to 6 weeks, and then you'd be having about a month of unemployment before you find another contract.
So just take that as inspiration.
The company has employed dancers aged from 14 to 82 for this show, including 2 couples with children.
He's going to have it between the show.
Kirstie McCracken and Byron have dedicated their lives to dance. They met at the Victorian College of the Arts, and their baby, Miles, is now part of Force Majeure's entourage too. Despite being at the top of their game, the couple has to supplement their income with more menial work in order to make ends meet.
Byron did a job once between gigs to earn a little bit of money that was packing boxes.
And I earned more packing boxes
more
per hour than you did as a dancer.
And we did think for a minute, even though we love this, we thought, you know, that's bad. You don't need an education or
any training,
any sort of skill.
As long as you've got 2 hands, you don't even need legs to
pack boxes. So that was a slightly depressing moment, wasn't it? But anyway.
I reckon you always have days when you go, what the hell have I done with my life?
Vince Crowley and his wife Ingrid Weisfeld had well-paid dance careers in Europe before they decided to come back to Australia with their 2 children.
No, not very good.
That lifestyle choice inevitably meant a pay cut.
The money you make in your gigs in Europe is enough to cover the times when you don't work. In Australia, as a freelancer, when you're working, you're getting paid about as much money as you would normally need to live on. So you never, ever get in front in Australia.
An international authority on the economics of art and culture, Professor David Throsby finds that while the rest of the Australian economy has enjoyed rising incomes in line with rising productivity, artists' salaries over the past 3 decades haven't increased in real terms.
What people don't realise is that the professional standards that are required to operate at a high level in the arts are every bit as demanding as the professional standards that would be required of a surgeon or a lawyer.
The skills that dancers have, I think, are underestimated. They're incredibly disciplined. They're often very intelligent. They're very perceptive and have finely honed instincts, I think, that can't be qualified on paper.
Put your hand on him, don't actually look like you're pushing him.
Kate Champion began her career as a young child to become one of Australia's best contemporary dancers and choreographers.
That's beautiful. I see a lot of other professions like sport that you can equate the level of training and passion, and I just find it incredibly disappointing that it's not acknowledged in the same way.
While Australians have always been passionate cultural consumers, David Throsby believes that society must also place greater economic value on the arts.
Our films, our literature, our paintings, our visual artists, our actors, these are all things which represent ourselves, not just to ourselves but to the world at large. And in fact, as an economist, I would call that a public good.
Although we're not rich, we're very happy. If it felt like a sacrifice, you'd stop doing it.
Rebecca Bailey with that report.